Hey, what up, man? So, leaving the gym on the way home or whatever, and I just want to talk about this whole NBA versus NFL thing that's going on because of Austin Rivers. Say he could take 30 players out of the NBA right now and put them in the NFL. He's not wrong. Um, could you claim or say you could do the same in the NFL? Yeah, but no, it's not the same. And it's constant, football versus basketball conversations happen, man. Because listen, football players just are not as skillful, and in most cases, durable. Well, not I don't say durable because being able to get hit and get up and keep getting hit is durability. But I'm saying as far as stamina, right? I'll say that stamina and cardio, bro. You cannot tell me that any O lineman or not any, but 90% of O linemen and D linemen, bro, would make it up and down a quarter for a basketball game, bro. You got guys that are 6'2", 300 some odd pounds. Okay, Aaron Donald was 6'2", 284. All right, now physically, and anatomically, that's very, very impressive. But bro, him running up and down with no stops. That's another thing too. Football, bro, you get a break after every play. There's no breaks on plays in an NBA game, bro. You're outletting, you're running, constantly running up and down. You have to play both sides of the ball. You don't get to switch in and out of, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what side you are. You're expected to play the entire game both ways, okay? I can't believe this is a conversation that gets had, but I know why it is, because NFL and football is religion in America. A lot of people don't understand that, right? And then basketball, is it's for the colors. That's another big part of it too. And that's why I don't understand. Well, I understand niggas doing it because it's whatever, right? But again, who was over hitters, man? Listen, you take GOAT for GOAT, right? And when you start talking about these people, bro, Tom Brady, as master of the game of football of the years. Tom Brady is not an athlete, bro. He's not a top-notch athlete. All right. That man is not making a jump shot. He is not, even making a layup in the NBA game, bro. Okay, he's not making the cut. One of the greatest football players of all time, man. Some people argue that he's the GOAT. Peyton Manning, another one, right? Like Aaron Donald, another one. Again, Ray Lewis, another one. Again, keep going down the lines, man. If you're not talking about, wide receivers, tight ends, and very, very limited numbers of DBs and safeties, bro, 90% of the football field just not going to qualify off of physiology alone, okay? Average height for the NFL is like 6'2", okay? Average height for the NBA, I think, is like 6'7" now, okay? And then, too, you got to think about, listen, anybody that's over, I would say 6'9", is going to be disqualified from playing football. You don't have no 7-foot football players, man. Just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Your body's just, it's very, very rare. So, but when you take a Shaq though, and then a lot of people that don't know, Shaq in his early years, bro, Shaq was a motherfucking, like a phenomenon. Something very reminiscent of Wilt Chamberlain also. People don't understand, man. These people were 7 feet tall with athleticism and strength like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Shaq was a deer. And 7 foot 284, I think he said his rookie year in Orlando. And then even more so, more dominant when he was 300 some odd pounds, 300 plus pounds in his Laker days. You know what I'm saying? The 3-peat years. So Shaq at 300 some odd pounds is able to do what any motherfucking O lineman or D lineman was able to do in a basketball game. If everybody remembers the iconic picture, I guess I'll make it a thumbnail for this more likely than not. Of him carrying the whole Nets team in one motherfucking picture, bro. Grown men jumping off the ground. All right. I don't even think people understand that, man, because again, most people don't, love the game of basketball, play the game of basketball, and understand the complexities of the game of basketball. Bro, the skill set that you have to have, even when you're not athletic, right? And let's make the fair comparison. So let's say somebody is extremely skilled but not highly athletic. Your Tim Duncans, your Dirk Nowitzki's, who let me think of a smaller guy that wasn't extremely athletic. Your John Stocktons, right? Even though I don't think John Stockton could play in the fucking. We're not gonna use him. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think John Stockton or Tim Duncan, because he's too tall or whatever, can play in the NFL. But that's the point I'm saying, right? Those people are so great because of their skill, and they still have to play both sides. Okay, Tim Duncan was a phenomenal offensive and defensive player. Tim Duncan is the one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game, in the most skilled power forward to ever play the game, hands down. Both blocks, bank shot, mid-range, defense, all these different things, playing both sides of the ball, and was dominant for some time. Again, another part of it too is, listen, again, man, you got these NFL players that are anatomically, just crazy monsters. Your James Harrisons, your Megatrons, your back in the day, your Shannon Sharps, your Deion Sanders, those things, and all those people. But still, man, you got to think about it, bro. On average, none of those guys, man, are going to make it at the NBA level. All right. Now, could you take a LeBron James and put his football pads on him? Could you take Anthony Edwards and put some football pads on him? He's not going to lose his speed. You just got to be able to catch the ball. Am I saying there's no skill in catching the ball? Of course. Catching the ball through contact is a skill, but it's far more easier of a skill than having to dribble, shoot, post up, have footwork, counter defenses, play defense, block shots, get steals, run up and down the floor repeatedly for motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? For, for 48 minutes, all right? For 48 minutes. So, that's the whole thing, man. And of course, the messenger matters. People are saying this because it's Austin Rivers, and, Austin Rivers is never anything better than, I say a C-tier support player. Like, he was never the focal point of any team or whatnot, what have you. A guy's career that was, saved by his dad, which, hey, that's what good dads do. But, listen, man. I promise you, dog. You go skill for skill, athleticism for athleticism, size for size, pause, all those different things, bro. Bruh, 90% of the NFL is just disqualified off of physiology alone. Again, you're going to have very, very few O linemen and D linemen that's going to be able to be in condition enough to play in an NBA game. And even those that do, those guys aren't going to have the skill set, bro, to be able to, what's John Jones' brother's name? I can't remember. Like, John Jones' brother is a phenomenal athlete, crazy. But you think he's gonna be barbecue chicken playing against Shaq. He'll be barbecue chicken playing against Jokic or Anthony Davis because he's like 6'7" or 6'6". You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Even when you're phenomenally physically gifted, the height part is a big part of the game of basketball. So saying that you could do the same and swap it out, nah, man, it's not the same. And then it's just, again, everybody's in love with damn football. Football is religion in the United States, American football, you know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, hey, Hoopers are the greatest, baby. The greatest athlete to ever live was who? Michael Jeffrey Jordan, a basketball player. And then you have those after that arguably gonna be more basketball players. Gonna be LeBron James, okay? You're not putting the only person I think you got like your DK Metcalfs, your Megatrons, the incredibly physically and athletically gifted guys, man. Just physical specimens, bro. They're gonna be few and far in between, bro, compared to NBA players, bro. You gotta think about it. You had, bro, Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady. These guys that were incredibly athletic at 6'6", 6'8", 6'9", and they're able to strength too. You know what I mean? Everybody's seen Kobe Bryant's workouts, man. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was doing, could make any type. You can't use the weight excuse because these guys, LeBron James, the same thing, man. LeBron, what? I think it is 6'8", 280 something. They say he was at 280, 6'8", 280. LeBron James, freight train, bro. Stop it. That's Travis who? Travis Kelce who? Stop playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, and LeBron actually did, play football at some point in time. And then you got your other guys, man, like your Allen Iversons and your Isaiah Thomases, your short guys. That Allen Iverson was a monster in football, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know Patrick Mahomes was solid in basketball too. But it's very, very few and far in between, dog. And end of the day, dog, you can definitely take 30 NBA players right now. If I had to, off the top of my head, I couldn't do it. I can only name a few, but there are definitely guys that are there, bro, that you could definitely put some football pads on them, bro, and they will be a problem. I'm not saying they're gonna be elite. No, of course not. I'm not saying they're gonna be elite, but be, you know what I'm saying, a starter on an NFL roster. Yeah, hell yeah. Especially if they got previous football experience, bro. Come on now. But hey, that's that on that one. I'll catch you on the next one. Holla.